Hello, my name is Ben Harper. I'm the Solutions Architect with OCAS, the Ontario College Application Service. Today I'm representing CanPESC and the Common Digital Layout Working Group that's been creating a tool for you to be able to convert PESC standard XML transcripts into human-readable PDF transcripts for use at your institution. Today I'll be giving a quick demonstration of that tool. To be noted, it is usable for anyone. It is open source and is covered by the MIT license similar to the PESC standards themselves. So, quick introduction, this website is available for use, and you'll see the link at the end of this video and in the links available from the presentation. The starting point here, I'm going to be opening up Visual Studio Code. I have downloaded the source code for this, but it is also available as a container, as you'll see briefly. So if I open up Visual Studio Code, this is the source for the tool, and I can just run a command to bring up the Docker container that will run this service for us. This is the typical approach. In your institution, you would run this container and as part of your infrastructure to be able to render the PDFs in your applications. Here I can bring up the Docker desktop and it'll demonstrate and show that the containers are indeed running. And this will also open for me, if I bring up this link here, the API reference that is usable for just for testing purposes and to help understand the documentation of the tool. So you can see here the different API endpoints to generate HTML or PDF documents for a college or a high school transcript. So for this demonstration, I'm just going to use this test harness to generate a PDF transcript from a PESC standard college transcript. I have a sample file here. I'm going to copy and paste that in to the test harness here. It is very long, but you can see here there's an XML college transcript in that body. I assure you it is there. And it's going to generate in the English language. When I click the send button, that passes that XML to the API in the service to generate and render the PDF document here. I can open up more easy to read. And as you can see, it uses the CDL or Common Digital Layout that the workgroup has created to be able to make transcripts from different sources more easy to read. So you have your destination information, the institution from which that was generated, the academic awards and student information, and the actual contents of the transcript in terms of the transfer credits, sessions, grades, courses, etc. With this API, we also have the ability to localize the tool, and that is as simple as using the pre-built labels we have right now for English and French. And if I can just modify that parameter here, I can render that same transcript with French labels for another institution, for example. So you can see it'll be the exact same transcript. The contents are the same with French labels to make it easier for French-speaking staff to see the transcript. You'll notice, though, however, English content or text that is part of the transcript itself, it will not be translated. So you can still see the program and major still in the English name, same for the course title, etc. I could do another sample demonstration of the high school transcript. So I'll just call this endpoint, make a test request here. I'll grab my sample transcript for high school. This time also generating in English. And you'll see very similar to the college transcript. The high school transcript is a very similar structure and will render the pieces of the high school transcript that are available and meaningful in that context. One of the interesting features of the CDL in the API is the ability to make it localized for your organization, not just from a language perspective, but also to be able to have the header and the footer specific to your needs. So for example, in the samples today, we have a footer that shows this is not an official transcript. Suppose we wanted to remove that, not make that part of the PDF that's generated. And in the header, instead of saying generated by CanPESC, we could say your institution. Now, if I say restart my container, this will pull in those updated contents. Now, if I go back to my tool, test that again. And look at it closer, you'll see that the header information has changed. similar to the watermark on the footer being removed, only showing the page counts in this case. So the API and the tool itself are very easy to use for anyone at any institution. Welcome any input as well. Based on the GitHub, it is open source. If you notice any issues or want to contribute to it, those are all very welcome as well. And with that, I will wrap it up. Thank you very much.